Good evening, traders. Welcome to Mindset Monday. As you can hear, I'm a little bit under the weather and I will do my best to get through this video without sniffles and without sneezes because they've been major today. So our topic for this evening is organized lifestyle, organized trading. So as you can already probably tell, I will be talking about how organized our lifestyle can also impact for the better and for the worse when it comes to trading. And I'd love for you guys to just identify what kind of organized skill sets you've got at the moment within your personal life, and how can you bring that skill set or those strengths into your trading. And if you haven't, why is that there? Why is that side might be a little bit weaker, which can then also make you understand maybe why your trading is not as successful as you'd like. So majority of the information today is not only about identification, but it's also to get you prepared for November, which is what we really want to do. We want you guys to have structure, prep, and just discipline and perseverance into our second to last month of the year. What the hell? Where has that come from? It's just gone so quick, guys. Right. So I want you guys to think about organization skills and where do we apply that to in our daily life? Where do we actually apply that to? Where does it go? How do we need to be organized? What does it entail? How does it affect us? How does it affect the people around us? You know, when it comes to organization, you can think about your home. So organizing your home, you can think about food, what you need to eat every day. If you have family members, kids, what do they need to eat? What kind of nutrition do they need to have? There might be specific requirements in their diet that they can or can't have. What about when you make plans, when you go out with friends? What if you have a business meeting? What if you have an interview to attend to? Okay, what if you want to get to the gym, you have a goal and you want to make sure you reach that goal? What kind of organizing and planning does one take to do when it comes to achieving goals and achieving tasks by the end of the day, by the end of the week, the month, you name it? We can go into, for example, organization skills around studying. So if you have an exam in a couple of months' time, how do you need to prepare and organize yourself towards that exam in order for you to actually pass it? Yeah. What else could we say? Coffee meetups, your dinners that you plan with friends, your school classes for your kids, weekend plans, you name it. Places to get on time to, if you've got shows to watch, concerts, events, etc. Basically, the answer to this is that we need to be organized for pretty much everything in our day-to-day, okay? And that means that our mindset needs to be organized in order for us to physically perform in the right sense for what we need. Then our minds have to be organized. And if it's chaotic, how will that impact our surroundings, our environment, the people around us, and us? How is that going to impact? So then you could ask the question, how will that impact trading? If I'm not organized in my mindset, if you're not organized, how on earth can I successfully trade with all this chaos and unprepared planning and structure? All right. So really, organization skills are a must in our life. And as you know, society has got faster. We're literally running around chasing things more than ever than we ever have. And it's going to require a lot of prepping, a lot of waking up and structurizing your day. Don't even know if that's a word. Structuring your day and other people's, if necessary, in order to make things work, okay? In order to achieve your tasks and achieving your goals. So when it comes to trading, as we know, because we are basically at the hands of a trade, of a buy and sell, we can actually go with our index finger, go into that MT5 and just press for a buy or sell without any preparation, without any planning, any thinking, any analysis. It's very easy. It's very easy to do that and win, and it's very easy to do that and lose. So we need to make sure that we are prepping ourselves so we don't get into bad habits and we don't end up with a bad performance within trading and being unsuccessful as well in terms of having trading as like our long-term business, okay? Our organization skills need to be showing up every single day, prepping, planning, structuring, thinking ahead. And not only that, which is one thing that I want to talk about tonight, is that trading is, as we know, every day is different. The dynamic is different. The news may be on, it may be not. We might have holidays in different countries. We might have a volatile situation. Politics or any decisions made globally within the governments may happen, and it may then impact how our trading charts are looking, how it impacts our performance as well if we're not prepared for volatility. Okay, so it's not just about setting a structure that meets your everyday needs the same, because if trading is different, then that means your organization skills every day also have to change. And if you consider that in our lifestyle, you might have school classes to attend to for your kids on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then Tuesday, it may be a little bit more quieter. And then Thursday, you may have a yoga class to get to. Saturday and Sunday, you may be planning things. Maybe your husband is going on holiday, which means you've got more time only with the kids and less time to do your own thing. And that's going to require you to have basically a different hat every single day, potentially every different hour, okay? So it's the same with trading. You need to be prepared for every single change and every certain dynamics, yeah? I like to see this as an adventure, as a challenge, as something to stimulate my brain. So then I am prepared for all weathers, all seasons when it comes to trading. And that's where I want you guys to get to as well. So if you feel like, for example, you might be really good around the news to trade, but you're not so great at when the chart is moving really slow, then why not practice a certain method, have certain structures and strategies around a slower day? Maybe it could even be don't trade at all. Maybe it could be that you start analyzing more on those days and backtesting more on those days, okay? So I want you to list different aspects of trading, different days of trading, different trading styles available. As you guys know, I spoke on scalping as well. So we've got our scalp, swing, and day trading. Excuse me. I want you to work with those and see the list that I posted in the community. And I just want you to identify certain things that you might need to do in order to fit all the different dynamics of trading that are going to require some type of organizing skill, some type of structure, and some type of prep and planning. Now, guys, one thing that I definitely want to mention when it comes to being unorganized, disorganized, is your environment, okay? Your environment, what does your house look like? Is it messy? Is it busy? Is it chaotic? Do you find that you just can't keep up with the housework and then it just all gets on top of you and now you're trying to trade in that environment? Your environment will detect how your performance is outside of your doors of your home. It will detect and identify and show you how your mindset will work outside of your home. So please make sure that your environment is safe, it's cleansed, it's got space, that you can breathe in it, that you can move around, and there's empty space in order for you to feel trading within that. And what I mean by that is having a few spaces in your home where there is nothing there at all. There is nothing that is belonging to kids or your husband or your housemates. It's just a pure area. It could be an empty cupboard for now. It could be a shelf. It could be a little corner in the room, and you're going to fill that with the things to keep you successful as a trader. It could be anything that reminds you of being abundant financially. It could be your crystals. It could be your journal. It could be a book of trading, anything along those lines, or anything that will give you a successful mindset all day round, right? Because every time you see that space, you're going to only think about positive things. You're only going to feel motivated and feel like you're going to persevere, because that's just another reminder of the success and where you want to be at. All right. And if it's big enough, you can also trade in this area. So make sure that your environment is pure and cleansed and just tidy up a little bit, because I promise you that will make a massive change for you and your trading. So lastly, guys, one thing that I would love to pinpoint and pick your brains on is sometimes we might not be that great at planning, that great at prepping or organizing or structuring, okay? And that's really important for us to know, because in life, there are a lot of people who love to lead, who love to show an example, who love to share, and who love to guide. And then on the flip side, there are a lot of people who do really, really well at listening to information, receiving, and putting that into action. So for example, in this situation, in our community, in our trading community, we have so many avenues in order to take accountability and to be guided. You've got myself, you have the admins, you have Lorena and Ben, you've got other members who are also on their journey as traders. And what this essentially is going to do is give you accountability for your actions and your performance and how you're thinking. For example, you might be having a really bad day, and then you come in the community and you see the motivation, you see the profitable trades, and now you're going to feel like you want to be the same. You want to mirror that and do better for yourself, right? So make sure that you are aware. What are your skill sets? What are your strengths and weaknesses? If you feel like prepping and planning and structuring is just not your thing, that you'd rather come into our community, look through the mindset section and work out what you need to do from there, perfect. Please do that. Don't feel like you need to be that independent self who needs to get everything right, because it just, unfortunately or fortunately, does not work like that. We all have different strengths and different weaknesses. The main thing is that you're fully aware of it and you know how to manage them and what to do for your future. Guys, I am a very big leader. I love to guide. I love to share. It's really important for me to be stimulated through helping somebody else. So structuring my days in terms of trading is going to be a lot more easier for me, because not just because of mindset coaching, but because it's just my nature. It's my nature to keep things organized. It's my nature to want to prep in order to meet my goals and tasks and achievements. I don't feel like I really need assistance unless I'm trying to develop in other areas of life where, you know, that I want to learn something new and I need that extra support, I need that extra course, exam, you name it. So if you feel like you're that person who just needs guidance constantly in order to make your trading journey just as effective, please remember, just ask. Just question, send us loads of questions, ask your questions, and tell us how you feel. Let us know what's going on. Let us know where we can help you. All right? I'll keep it short and sweet. I really hope that this information has helped. Remember, I've got free spaces for next Monday, guys, to help you guys structure and plan for you in November within your trading. This is trading related only. How you implement this into your personal life, you can then be inspired from what we do next Monday. So if you are willing and interested, let me know. I'll give you a little bit of time each on Monday next week so we can do this all together and prep for this next second to last month of the year. All right, guys, I think I did well without sneezing or sniffling too much. So look after yourself, and we'll be back next week with another video. Okay, bye guys.